here. It's 2019, the biggest race on the calendar, the biggest race, in fact, in the world. G'day, my name is Paul Richards, and it is a pleasure to bring you to Murray Bridge, the rural city of Murray Bridge. To the right of your screen there is the magnificent Murray. 40 houseboats line that, and a lot of the teams are staying on it. Not all of them, though, because there are over 3,000 competitors and so many support people. 25, 30,000 people may be here today. We are on the grid. We're about 13 minutes away from the start. Now, this is going to be chaos here. As you might be able to tell, it's been raining heavily and intermittently, and we're very blessed to have some not quite blue sky, but at least dry skies for the moment. The underfoot, though, very, very wet track. It's a big race, this one. It's the climactic part of the season. Good luck today.
Thank you.
There you go. Nice to have a random interview like that. We're going to see if we can sneak through. A lot of umbrellas here. We will clear the track very soon, but not quite yet. We are now about 70 or 80 metres adrift on the from the start line. The grid goes through it. 209 teams, 4 across. It's probably about 120, 130 metres long, the grid itself. Let's see if we can sneak through these two. Look at this here. They're drying it off. They want everything to be okay, and Schmick with the vehicle here. The pilots are already in the HPV. Some have towels, some umbrellas. We're going to see if we can barge through here. These pictures coming to you from Floodlight Media. Excuse me turning my back on the camera. Now, I'm going to tell you as well where teams are at. The primary schoolers, we've already passed the primary schoolers. Horsham, West and Haven Primary, 300 points. That's a perfect score. A win in a category is worth 150 in this race. Now, you must race in this race to be viable for the actual championship itself. So they're looking very good. A perfect score. If they win this, then they will win the championship in their category. Coromandel Valley Primary School, Black Betty, 299 points. And Crafers Primary School Comet, 297. We're not going to get through here without pushing. There we go. Thank you so much. G'day, guys. Welcome to the broadcast here. Hey, how are you? So every rider, look at this. Let's just do a spin around, Jai. Just have a look at this crowd here as it builds, if you want to, that is. Just thought it might be good to have a bit of a spin around and have a look just at how far it reaches back there. Amazing scenes here, with thousands of people on what is normally a road next to the picnic spot at Sturt Reserve. Let's go through. Here we go. Reload Racing is here. So let's talk about middle schools now. Pembroke School, SA Great, 300 points. Another perfect score. Holy Trinity Lutheran College, Tempest, 298. And Holy Trinity Lutheran College Avalanche, that's an all-female team, 289 points. The senior schools. Norwood Morialta High School Focus, 299 points. We're about to pass them on the grid. Mount Barker High School, Barking Med 2, been great. They could win the championship. They're on 297. That means they have to beat Norwood Morialta High School Focus by a couple of positions at least. And Glenunga International High School, Glenunga Blue, 294 points. Now the community teams as well. My apologies. It's so chaotic here. In Category C4, you're under 14s. Bordertown, 298 points. Aberfoyle Park Primary School with Evolution, 295. Pipsqueak Racing with Squeak, 294. Your under 17 communities, Roof Rack City Racing, Billy Fleming, they've been such a good team for a couple of years at least now. 300, perfect score. EDEC Anthill Mob, this is a crackerjack event for these guys. And there's one of the EDEC men, there's Mark Fedone now, 299 points. And Aberfoyle Park Campus Stinger, 296. The under 20s in Category C6, Wattle Racing Whipstick, 300 points. I don't know if we're going to get through here. Let's see if we can just get through. Wattle Racing Whipstick 3.0, a perfect score. EDEC Dart, Gremlins, an all-female team, 299. And Fast Cats Racing, Cat Attack, 297. Just, there's a potential of fogging here in this sort of conditions. We might just sneak around here. We need to clear the grid. We need to clear the grid. The grid must now be clear. All riders and their vehicles can remain. Let's clear the grid. Let's clear the grid. The grid must now be clear. The grid must now be clear. Never an easy thing to do. Even my watch is saying the grid must now be clear. Let's go, guys. The grid must be clear. We're underneath the footbridge here. Thanks to Specialised Event Solutions. I want to introduce you to the teams that have been battling it out, and there's an incredible battle here. Let's just go and see if we can fly through here. The grid must now be clear. The grid must now be clear. Only riders and their vehicles can remain. Look at the chaos here, the excitement here. This is our Bathurst, basically our big one. Let's just come through here, Jai. Through we go. Let's clear the grid. The grid must now be clear. The grid must now be clear. This team here is Ironbark. Wattle Racing Ironbark. Just being told teams as well, ride with caution due to the conditions. That goes without saying, surely. Wattle Racing Ironbark. This team here in pole, the fastest team in practice last night, a 1:45, around 1.7 kilometres of track. These guys, for the Australian Championship, are 300 points, a perfect score, but they're not aligned because Team Relentless Trump Trikes, where are they? Team Relentless Trump Trikes is here. In fact, over there, here we are. Fourth fastest, are also on 300 points. These guys here, this is going to be a hot first session. 4 big riders here. You've got Aaron here in Matrix with G-Trikes as well. They're not in the top 4 or 5, but they're a superbly placed team. This team here, Team Relentless Trump Trikes as well, they're sitting third in the championship. Let's clear the grid. The grid must now be clear. The grid must now be clear. If you don't leave the grid, we will be running late. We will be running late here. The grid must now be clear. The grid must now be clear. All teams must clear the grid now. All teams, please clear the grid. All teams, please clear the grid. The grid must now be clear. The grid must now be clear. The grid must now be clear. David Knight, if you can bring the music down, thank you. We're being told the track is clear. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, before we start today, just a couple of things. First of all, thank you, Bruce, for popping by. We don't need you anymore. This man here, we do. This man here is Alex Moncrief. In 1991, Alex Moncrief became involved with the Australian International Pedal Prix. He has been a team manager since, since back then with Coro, who since he left them a few years ago have started winning. And that's a true story. But he's happy to see that happen. The other thing that's happened is Alex has been on the board for 25 years. It saddens us, but we understand it. It saddens us that today Alex has announced that this is his very last time he will be at this race. And we would like to give him a massive round of applause, please, because Alex Moncrief has been on the board and made this happen for years and years. And I'd like to thank you. You're a friend to us, Alex. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Just keep enjoying it. This is a fabulous thing.
Good on you, Alex. Well, Alex Moncrief will be our flag waver today. So, Alex, if you can get into position, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it gives me a great lot of pleasure to, on behalf of the Australian HPV Super Series, thanks to UniSA, to welcome you here today. It's the 34th running of this great event, the 23rd time we've been here. This is one of the most remarkable sights that we're capturing for the live stream here. 209 of you. Please, except for those sitting in their vehicles, please, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, distinguished guests, please be upstanding for the Australian National Anthem. I do love this bit. This is your rolling lap. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is not the start of the race proper. They have one rolling lap, and then it is total thunder for 24 hours. Please, let's head off in the Morn Team Ford here. This is your rolling lap. So a little bit of calm before the storm here. They'll sound out this track. Now they have been informed, all riders have been informed to ride to the conditions. Did you know that there was a chance that this wouldn't start on time? We talked about delaying it maybe 10, 15 minutes because we were worried that the weather was going to really bring a literal dampener to this, but now we are running. There's a sense of anticipation and menace that goes with this. It really is very, very exciting to see all 209 teams go around. Have a peek at this track. You imagine what it's like being one of these riders. Now remember there is a rule in the pits that you do not stand in the way of the vehicles. We don't want anyone getting in trouble with them. It does sometimes happen where people forget themselves and they cross the line in the pits. You're not allowed to be a pedestrian in the pits. Simply not. And still they come. That's it now. The last one, Girton Racing Team number 187 is the last one through. Now I'm listening to the guys in the pace car. All is going well. I can hear the cheering now as they go through the primary pits here. If you've never seen an Australian International Pedal Prix before, you're about to see something extraordinary. Usually the starts are very dramatic. They're very high paced. Alex Moncrief, I wish you well in waving through every single vehicle. Glenn Dix has done this job. We've had a lot of celebs. Mike Grand did this job in 2009. 10 years ago, he stood here on a very sunny day. I'm hearing her in the back straight now. Track is yellow. Round 6 of the Super Series, thanks to UniSA. And for those UniSA representatives here, wonderful to see you. How my brother and his wife got a free drink with the VIPs, I do not know, but well done. A special welcome to the Avenues. So this is not their first Australian International Pedal Prix, but it's they're fairly new at it. We've seen some great teams rise through the years. Mount Barker is one. So the teams to watch, really, Horsham Western Haven Primary, Wimmera Vispa, 300 points. Corro Valley Primary School, Black Betty, 299. Crayfords Primary School, Comet, 297. They're coming towards Bellotti Corner now, we're told. It's 12:01. We're not far away from seeing them in McLaughlin Straight. Very shortly, we'll see the top of the Morn Team Ford, the Mustang with the orange lights. S2 Middle School, Pembroke School, SA Great, 300 points. Holy Trinity Lutheran College, Tempest, 298. Holy Trinity Avalanche, the all-female team, 289. S3 Senior Schools, Norwood Morialta High School Focus, 299 points. They just missed out on a perfect score. They do lead by 2 points in the Australian Championship. Mount Barker High School, Barking Mad 2, 297. Glenunga International High School, Glenunga Blue is 294. In the communities now, under 14s, Bordertown, Border Beast, 298 points. Aberfoyle Park Primary School, Evolution, 295. And Pipsqueak Racing, Squeak, 294. I can see them. It's number 17s, the Roof Wreck City Racing, Billy Fleming Crew, 300 points. Edek Anthill Mob, 299. Aberfoyle Park Campus Stinger, 296. There are 150 metres adrift of us here. In the under 20s now, we've got Waddle Racing Whipstick 3.0. They're 300 points. A point behind them, Edek Dark Gremlins, the all-female team, 299. Here they come. Fast Cats Racing Cat Attack 297. And in the opens at the start here, behind the pace car, Waddle Racing in pole position. Oh, they're so slow at the moment, they won't be soon. 300 points. Team Relentless Trump Trikes, 300 points. They're sitting on the far side. Relentless Trump Elite, 299. Waddle Toothless, 297. Unhinged, 295. They're now 100 metres from us here. They're about to go under. Here they go. They're going to release the pace car. Bang! Away they go. They're going to move away now, surely. Here they go. Here they go. Get ready for the big start here. Alex Moncrief is ready. And away. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Away we go. Now they're going to be at pace. And away we go. 24 hours of racing and an absolute chock-a-block McLaughlin Straight to start this 34th running of the biggest event in the world. Nowhere else they do race like this in the Netherlands and the UK and parts of Europe. Over in the States, they love it, but there is nothing like this. We're the envy of the world. They're looking at it now on the live super screen as well, and right around on the live stream. So there you go. There's the start as my voice breaks. 24 hours of racing. We started just slightly late. We'll probably finish tomorrow at about 12:03, I would imagine. 24 hours between now and that checkered flag. And Alex, this will be the very last time Alex has this chance to see us start. There's a lot of emotion here. He sort of held it together, but I know that he's feeling this. So well done to you, sir. Wonderful to see MPs here and sponsors are here as well. Terrific to see. As the last of our teams, well, they're taking their time. They have a fair spread, and very soon we'll see the fastest of them come round. Now, they've been pulling times even in the wet of about 145, 155, so it won't be long until we see them come through again. Alex keeps going. I think that might be it, Alex. I'm hoping that's it. You're hoping it is. They will come through at a great pace in just a moment. That it was a very conservative start. Normally the pace car normally will sit with them until about 100 metres off, but because of the weather, the conditions, they changed the start there. So what we saw was a held start right until they crossed the line, which I've never seen in the 17 years I've been here. And they're not far away from us now. And here they are, they cross with us now. Great pictures, and we'll give you the front runners, everyone's smashing it. G-Trikes Matrix Pro with the lap of 2:13 there. That is a slow lap in comparison to the 145s we were seeing. And what a shot here on the big screen. My goodness, the drone is flying here as they head from McLaughlin Straight into basically the S's. That is some superb photography from Floodlight Media and UAV drones. Wow, what a big picture that is. And this coverage will continue. 24 hours track coverage here. Fantastic pictures. SAUAV, South Australian Drone Service, giving us those pictures on the big screen there. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. G-Trikes Matrix Pro led that first lap. We'll see if we can get them as they come through again, but it becomes a jumble very quickly here for us to follow by the naked eye. Becomes a blur of HPVs, 7 different categories out there now. Well, more if you count the all-females and the masters as well. All the old goats like me. And we're watching now. Whoa, man, big run from 63 from St. Peter's. Here they are. Matrix. Wow, this is a good run from Aaron. I'm liking this. So you'll know Aaron from Aurora. Remember, he built Aurora with his dad and his whole team. He's now the rider for G-Trikes there, and man, he is good. What a terrific start here. Nice clean start from what we can see. You can check the results through the day too. Tim Innes is our results man. Tim, how can people find the results?
Yeah, Paul, several ways. Easiest way is to go to ahpvss.com, go to resulting, click on the live results. Just be aware we do have some restrictions on our server there. We can't take 10,000 connections at once. Be a little bit patient. If it comes up saying it can't read the file, hit the F5 key, you'll be right, you'll get on there eventually. But that's the easiest way, Paulie.
Good on you, Tim. We'll talk to Tim throughout the day and give you some live results too on the PA system. Let's clear those pit lanes, please. A few things, just quickly. Pit lanes need to be cleared, and you need to do that now. Secondly, stay in your own area. We've had people entering into other people's pits while they're not there. That is absolutely not on. So make sure you're not doing that. Please don't leave anything valuable in your pits. Do catch the live stream. It's a 24-hour live stream. Well, McLaughlin straight behind me here. 209 teams in rainy conditions. A tough race this. So far, so good. It'll be slightly slower, I would expect. A bit of wind expected tonight and some more showers during the evening and again tomorrow morning. So it'll be a slower race, I would imagine, but a dramatic one as well. So much on the line. Not only do teams want to win this, it's like the big grand prize, but also this does seal off a huge season that started back in March. So 6 months of hard work, toil, and really strenuous exercise and training. And it all comes really down to this for a lot of teams, as I mentioned before, in the primary schoolers. In fact, in every category, all 7 categories, there's just a couple of points in it. Some of the teams, like Water Racing Ironbark and Team Relentless Trump Trikes, on the same amount of points, they only need one position of difference to decide a championship, an Australian championship. So there is a lot at stake. Always there is heartache. Now, what you'll be able to do from 1 o'clock local, and it's 12:13 now here, so in 45 minutes or so, we'll be back with the 24-hour track coverage. You will hear PA on that, and if you want to follow how things are going, first of all, that track coverage will be on YouTube, thanks to Floodlight Media, but if you want to follow how things are going from a timing point of view, you can go onto the Pedal Pre website as well. Do comment, we will say hello to you, and we hope you enjoy the coverage. This is Paul Richards at the 2019 Australian International Pedal Prix.
At UniSA, our degrees are designed in partnership with industry. From day one, you'll get the experience your profession demands. So it will feel like you're studying 1 minute and in a career the next. That's why we're SA's #1 uni for graduate careers. Apply now at UniSA and start your unstoppable career.